Good morning, everyone online. Welcome. Geshe should be arriving shortly. And keep in mind, he does see everyone on Zoom. So if you're able to keep your camera on, he does like to see your faces and greet you and include you as though you are part of the teaching, because you are. Good morning, everyone in the Gampa. Morning. Good morning. Geshe Gellick has arrived. He just pulled up, so he will likely circumambulate before coming in, but he'll be in just a minute. So if you're in the lobby, come on in. And Chris, can you?
In the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to the red tab, page 34, and we'll begin with the Shakyamuni Buddha mantra. O Taya Ta Om Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha Taya Ta Om Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha Taya Ta Om Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha. Now we'll say the medicine Buddha verse of praise and the mantra 7 times. Bhagawan, with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to medicine Buddha lapis light. Jaya cha om bekan se, maha bekan se, Raja samudgate soha. Jaya cha om bekan se, bekan se, Raja samudgate soha. Jaya cha om bekan se, maha bekan se, Raja samudgate soha. Jaya cha om bekan se, maha bekan se, Raja samudgate soha. Jaya cha om bekan se, maha bekan se, Raja samudgate soha. Jaya cha om bekan se, maha bekan se, Raja samudgate soha. Jaya cha om bekan se, maha bekan se, Raja samudgate soha. Now the 4 immeasurables, we'll say twice in English, and then we'll flip to page 37 and chant it once in Tibetan. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now at the bottom of page 37. Semchen tam che de wa dang de dang den pa gyur chik tu nga dang tu Nga gi gyu dang drel war chur chik tu nga me pe te wa dang mi drel war chur chik Nye ring tao dang ni dang drel wei tang yam la ne par jur chik. Now we'll say the mantras for Chen Reisig and Venerable Tara. We'll say these with the verse of praise, which is not at the book, and then we'll say the mantras. So Chenrezig first. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings. To you, Chenrezig, all seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Now, Tara. Tara liberates from psychic existence. Tutare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. 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 Now on page 34 again, Geshe Gelik will lead us in the Refuge and Bodhicitta prayer.
Sanje
Churang Soki Chok Nam La, Chang Chu Bardu Dagni Chap Suchi, Wagi Chin Ji Pe Sonam Ji, Trola Pinshir Sanjay Trupar Sho.
Sanje
Churang Soki Chok Nam La, Chang Chu Bardu Dagni Kap Suchi, Dagi Chen Yen Ji Pe Sonam Ji, Trola Pinshir Sanjay Trupar Sho.
Sanje
Churang Soki Chok Nam La, Chang Chu Bardu Dagni Chap Suchi, Dagi Chen Yen Ji Pe Sonam Ji, Trola Pinshir Sanjay Trupar Sho.
Adalame Mename Anji Omoda Jajin Lazo Chiji Chola Chawa Javana Sanje Asora Rado Chijin Devi Nyo Ande Dashi Tambe Chiji Jinen Deshi Namo Alaye Kedalu Dani Jingi Devana Name Kenano Dova Kunja Nana Vadanja Kenana Chite No Ange Tuze Nyesone Tawa Tamje Bombe Tambe Chune Tende Kotam Tela Chatse No. Good morning. What the? What happened? Nobody's here. Oh, no. Oh, they just appear now.
Yeah, they are still on Zoom though. I think you're, oh, there they are.
Good morning. Oh, yeah. It's for you. Maybe there. Good morning. Can you hear? Are you here? Oh, very good. Oh, today. Finally. This is for everyone. Good morning. 그래서 Donasi and I've been talking like can you explain my idea, please? Publish. Her English is much better than mine.
Geshe-la had the thought that we talk so much about kindness and compassion and making connection with others. And we do that a little bit when we have our invitation time right after the prayers. But Geshe-la wanted to add another piece that he's calling a good wishing practice, which we'll do, and then we'll go around and do invitations. But in this practice, just turn to the person next to you and look them in the eye. You can take their hands if you want to, or if they're willing to, and just say, you know, I wish you happiness. I wish the best for you. That sort of wish.
Oh, yeah. So, good morning, Venerable Tenzin Lamo. Good morning. Good morning, Paul, Cameron. Good morning. Wish you happiness. Good morning, Diane. We wish you happiness. Good morning, Giovanna. Wish you happiness. Good morning, Linda. And both of you wish happiness. Good morning, Peter. Wish you happiness. Good morning. God, God. Sorry, I forgot your name. So, that's good. Good morning, Lisa. Wish you happiness. Good morning, Marcelo. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, wish you happiness. Good morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, invisible being. Good morning. Good morning. Come. Gordon. Good morning.
We wish you happiness too, Geshe-la.
Royden. Good morning, Royden. Can't see, your name is blocked by this. TV has. They put the ISS there. Oh, yeah, good morning. Oh, thank you.
May
Thank-
all of you online,
Thank
I'm
you.
holding your hands. May you all have long, happy, healthy lives. May you always have precious Dharma teachers.
Anybody
May
watching
you
on
never
YouTube
be
this morning?
separated from the Dharma.
Same to you, Linda, and everyone there. Wish you happiness, Belinda. Life after life. Yeah. Me too.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Come here, I'll give you.
You can wrap up your hellos.
Which color you like? Which color? Which color you like?
Wrap up your hellos and your well wishes. All right, everybody. Hello. Yeah, it's on. Hello. Well wishes and happiness to Om out there and
Oh,
Barry.
oh, yeah.
Om's,
Thank you very much.
Om's a
Thank
dog.
you. Thank you very much. Oh. Thank you. So, Linda, you remember like when we create this list long time ago, what's the questions?
What's the questions?
I think that I asked some questions. Is that,
What did you write down? Help jog my memory, Geshla.
cleaning your house, cleaning your house.
Oh, the ways that we deal with, that Westerners would deal with like a hard time,
Oh yeah,
stress. Yeah.
Okay, how to deal with the hard time or like difficult time. Let's go. So just think, Jigden Dewa Chinibas, no. Every like Jigden is Jigden refers to environment and living being living in that environment. Jigden means jig means disintegrate moment by moment. The environment change, everything change. That's what is called from the Buddhist teaching. That's called impermanent. Nothing remains same. Everything change. So environment change, living inside the environment also change physically, mentally. So then everything inside the body, cell, everything they change every day. Dewa, happiness. Chinye means like whatever amount or degree or level of happiness within, now we talk about in our world, within the Chinyebas. I think this Master Shanti Deva's Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, I believe this stands the quotations. Tekun means all of them. Tekun Shende, Shen other, them is happiness. Tekun Shende Delujung. De means wish, wishing happiness to others. Just think about it. In Buddhism, when you talk about happiness, there are two degrees, two levels: physical, mental. Two types of happiness. Physical, what are the physical happiness? Or the physical happiness or pleasure that usually human or maybe every breathing living being generate through five senses: seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, touching. And we human do that with the intentions, with the motivation, with the hope. Some they just do, may have no motivation, they just do for their survival. That's how they survive. They need to eat something, they need to look at, make sure there's no someone's around going to eat them or like that. So the human relatively better, has more knowledge how to achieve physical happiness. That's why we build beautiful things, hoping to get some degree of happiness. So the mental happiness is nothing, is not heavily, this physical happiness are heavily dependent on object. The longest the object is there, so even though there's no guarantee, even the object is there, that doesn't mean you'll get happiness. Doesn't mean. But the mental is not heavily dependent on object. It's just by thinking, just it's not necessarily looking at something, touching something, eating something. It's mainly thinking. That is harder to achieve. It will last much longer. So that every happiness within in our environment that we live in, according to Master Shanti Deva, it comes from wishing other happiness. Is that true? What kind of happiness? Now it sounds more like just talking about mental happiness. Jigden, then it's opposite. Jigden dunga chini bas any sufferings in this environment they were living in. Tekun Dagde caused by also self-centric attitude. Self-centric attitude. Just think. I'm not asking you to believe, just think. That's what the Indian master Shantideva said around 8th century, many centuries ago. So then, philosophically, philosophical point of view, happiness is not random thing. It's not coincidence. It's not random things. It has cause. No, it is very much dependent on cause and conditions. Happiness cause. Similarly, complication problem also has cause. So, so now you think Buddhism talks about afflictions, afflicted mind, defilement, afflictions. Mainly, it's no different than disturbing thought, such as anger, jealousy, pride, anything that disturb your mindset. That's called disturbing thought. And there's a fancy term called nimong, afflictions. Moment that thought rise, pretty much mental happiness is pretty much gone. So we all, regardless, monk, layperson, Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, believer, atheist, animal, squirrel, dog, rabbit, we are all seeking happiness by nature. No description is needed. It's just that's what the living being do. So now that another quotation from the same master in the same book is called Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. So this book has been written around 8th centuries. There were Dejangs, wish for happiness. Nothing wrong. Of course you can wish, that you deserve all the happiness if you can get. Question is now it says Dewa Dejang Timu. Timu means like ignorance. So meaning like there's different degrees in meaning, so like you buy this fancy watch, it has a lot of features, you're struggling how to use it, you don't want to read the, what do you call this? Instructions too thick, you just throw it out so it'll look on how to use, then you get angry, then just, that pain is caused by ignorance. There's no enough wisdom. It will work if you have patience and learn how to do it slowly, it will work. So that is like, you can't just sit there, pray, the watch, please watch, teach me how to use you. That's not going to happen. You need to learn to do this instructions. That's called wisdom. So Buddhism firmly believe the bottom line, our problem, the wisdom is the key to solve our problems. So educated, like literacy rate is very high in that country. Relatively, literacy rate is very low. Compared to that, you have less problems because you have more knowledge, because you know how to solve. Just like less problems with the physical difficulties. I'm not talking mental difficulties, physical difficulties. Literacy rate is very low, so their all traditions, all way of thinking still can change because education is very low. What they indicate, the wisdom is the key. So Dewa Dejangs wish for happiness, but then the Shantideva said there's something they need to pay attention. Dewa Dejang Timupes, out of ignorance, it looks like you are destroying your happiness like your own enemy. Does that make sense? Something to think about. None of us has wish for suffering, but we kind of end up getting into the more complication, more problem, more suffering. How? It's time to analyze how. Not because of my motivation I suffer, because I don't have motivation to suffer. I have motivation to be happier. But still the goal is happiness, motivation is one that happiness. Something's going wrong between here. What action? Oh, that's action. So that's, I think, in my understanding, if I understand this quote correctly, then that's my understanding. There's something's going wrong. So, and just, not much explanation needed. Just look back in your experience, life experience. In my case, 60 years of living a life. Each time when I get upset, when I get like unhappy, something might happen. You can't just be unhappy. Occasionally, sometime it does, like what you call, not really unhappy or angry, but like not feeling mentally good or not feeling good mentally. Sometimes due to causes by energy imbalance within the body. So that sometimes they cause that. Besides that, anything like it's caused by something, it's not just happen or it just happened. Nothing just happened. Nothing just happened. Everything happened based on cause and condition. Nothing just happened. That's our idea. Nothing, oh, it just happened. Like, it's not like that. So the bottom line here, then another Dewa Deja Timubi Rangi Dewa Dada just please just read and some reflection is needed, contemplation needed. Wishing for happiness, but destroying your happiness, my own happiness, like my enemy. How? Then, then, Dewa Deja, first there's four line. Okay. Dunga torde semiyeceğim, sorry. Dunga torde semiyeceğim. Dunga, problem, pain, complication, suffering, whatever you call, tor, leave behind or eliminate. Dunga. Dunga, suffering, pain, complication, problem, difficulty, whatever you call, dungal. Sanskrit is called tuka, dungal. Tor, eliminate or leave behind. Tor de wish. Sim, mind. Actually, wish is the mind. Now, as a person wish, but that wish is a mind. It's not body, it's mind. But the person, you wish, this wish is mind, it's not the physical body. Dunga to this is called mind. Dunga to similarly, you have mind that wish, leave suffering behind. First line. Dunga nila ngomba jus. First line makes sense. Second one is more complicated. Dunga nila ngomba. Dunga ni means just. Problem, difficulties, suffering. Just ngomba ju means looks like willingly going for that. Willingly going for that. But it didn't start like that. It started like that. You have wished to leave all that behind. That's your motivation. But it looks like you're willingly going for that. Whatever you're trying to leave behind, you're willingly going for that. That's harder to understand. Or maybe I wish to feel better, so then I scream top of my, as the tip of my lung. top of my lung, that doesn't make you happy. Maybe that's what it means. Or maybe you're wishing to happy, so then you just throw something. Or maybe you hit your toe in your drawer. In front of your drawer, you hit. I'm not sure, then you cross to the door, you cross to door. Door even don't hear what you're saying. So why we do that? Deep down, we want to feel better, but that's not the way to feel better. So, all my friends, including myself. So, now the meditation is help. Meditation means thinking. You are thinking and thinking and thinking, not reacting, not super fast reacting. You are just taking your breathing and thinking, precisely assessing the outcome, precisely. That's called meditation. Before you just say it. Now you're sitting behind, you're breathing, and you're thinking, what I want, happiness. How do I get? Last thing, to make sure that you don't disturb your mind, that's not the way to get happiness. The moment you disturb your mind, you are not going to get happiness. That is not religious business. This is for our own happiness. That's not how you become happier by, getting angry. Never happen. Never happen. So, therefore, now, kindness, loving kindness, compassion, caring, these are all good things. This all brings happiness. Don't practice that for sake of religious belief, not just for sake of religious belief. Need to practice them in practical sense. Why I get more benefit being kind, respectful, loving, caring, everyone, every single person in this room, what they want, happiness. I don't believe, go ask one by one. Ask them, do you want suffering? What they say. You ask, are you Buddhist? They could say, I'm not Buddhist, I'm not religious, I'm just spiritual. Ask them, that indicates nobody. Nobody wants even the slightest problem. Nobody. What is that? That's not religious belief, that's the fact. Another text composed by a Tibetan master. Dela namya choshe mebanes. When it comes down to happiness, nobody satisfied. I can get no satisfactions. Haza. Hey, that's what I said. Took 27 years to learn, finally. I think that's what, not me, that's not what I said, that's what Buddha is saying. Hey, that's what I said. Get no satisfaction. So, nobody satisfied, nobody. What is that? That's fact. Dela namya choshe mebane, da, you and she, other. You may have differences, political view, or maybe you may belong to different sport team. Carolina, Duke, whatever sport that your team you associate. You may be called American. I was called Tibetan. I drink butter tea. You don't drink butter tea. You drink iced tea. I don't drink iced tea. Maybe there's a lot of differences, secondary differences. Bottom line, you don't want to have suffering. I don't want suffering. That's the fact. There are many children, Datang, you and she, other, there's no differences. So that should be above any religious belief, that knowledge is needs to be above any religious belief. Dada Shenlach, Dunga Tamutsame, Midechings. Nobody wants even the slightly suffering. Nobody is content with when it comes down to happiness. That is the fact. Therefore, there's no difference between da, you, she, other, da, da, shen, la, chaba. There's no differences. Therefore, Shinden Gawachaba change wish happiness for others. What do you lose? Nothing. What do you gain something. Because if you are sincerely, genuinely wishing happiness for others, then when you see others, you smile and you say something nice and you respect them regardless what they looks like, what they believe. That's not important for you. What they believe is not important. What they do is not important. What do you know? You know that person needs happiness. Shinde kawacha ba change loss. So that then you wish them happiness, happiness. So that is what is that called? Wish is not physical, it's mind. That is mental happiness. It's not different. Mental happiness is not something somewhere you just, it's like just by thinking, okay. Dunga tamu tsame dana namecho dada shena chaban shinde kawacha ba change loss. Everything's been explained quite clearly, but but we are having hard time implementing them in our daily life. So it's so important. So meditations means thinking. There's no different types of meditation. Analytical meditation, review meditation, concentration meditation, then thinking become problem. Then you are not supposed to think. You just need to focus. There is no focus, no. So that thinking become obstacle. Usually, this is very beneficial meditation, analytical meditation. So like you just sit back and breathe and think and think and think. On disturbed thought can be died down if you give enough time. If you give enough time, then as I discussed with the Phillips said like people maybe when they scream, they may have no intentions to hurt you, but they're hoping to get something good. They're looking for something, they shout. Using the guy's very mechanism that we use is the math is totally going wrong. The math for happiness is going wrong. It's not adding up. Math for happiness is going wrong. So, it's not like it looks like that person is like just doesn't like me the way they talk. Maybe not true. Maybe that person is like hurting and wanting some kind of happiness. Don't know how to get them to shout or get angry, throw things. That's not the best way to get happiness. The reason, very person that you are doing that person also looking for happiness too. Don't just assume that person is looking for suffering. That's ignorance. So just want to share, dunga thomu tsame mide dela namya chuchimen dada shenla cheba shenden gawa cheba chinji lobs means chinji lob, blessed. You are asking, bless me. What are you asking? Bless me means like, bless means change. I'm having hard time. Something positive. Just help me to change my mindset and change to able to see something good. That's the meaning of the blessing. The meaning or definition of blessing is to change, transform, change. When you start to see something positive, then that you receive blessing, the blessing. Maybe different way of representing the blessing, but actual meaning of the blessing is to change. That's why you bless environment, why you bless food, trying to transform into something positive, something good. Okay, or bless me to change. De la nami choje me bane dada shenla cheba yeme shenden gawa cheba chinjilu, just wish happiness for others. Just wish. See what happens. Just wish them good. Or doesn't looks like my type, doesn't matter. Still wish want happiness. Just wish something good. What happens? Just see what happens. Just trying to be nice, what happens. Say something when you go to the store, the people who are working at the registration, long hour, kind of like, oh, you look so nice, you look, what do you lose? Nothing. Oh, Lord, when people start to be happy, they make them happy. I think so. They make you happy. So then you have many words that you use. Oh, you make my day. You make my day. What that means? It's very hard. We should not get jealous. If someone's so happy, we should not get jealous. We must rejoice to get jealous. So otherwise, then how there you are. In every teaching talking about happiness, then there should be a way to achieve them. Otherwise, or maybe happiness is not something nobody can achieve. It's just idea nobody can achieve. But it's complicated. It's complicated subject. It's complicated subject. Maybe, I'm not sure, happiness itself is complicated or feeling beyond happiness is complicated. I'm not sure. So, do you like Carolina, Carolina Viper? Hot, spicy,
Oh, the Carolina Reaper,
Viper.
the
You
pepper,
enjoy?
hot pepper.
People who eat spicy food, they somehow, what you call, it's called happiness, they enjoy because hotter is better. Some people just pure suffering. Is that the feeling or is the happiness? That's what I'm saying. Like Argentina, what they do, they drink mate. Mate, very sour, like, but they greatly enjoy it. They even share, oh, like that. I had one sip, well, like, very sour, very no good for me. So we as a Tibetan, we love butter tea, black tea, salt, butter, milk mixed in grinder. Tibet is very cold. You need energy to give you energy. So good butter tea. So that one of our members from Kadampa Center went with me to India. Overload. It's not tea. It's like yaki soup. It's not even tea. The joy, I'm not sure, joy, what do you call joy or happiness or, I'm not sure, sensations you get from that. You enjoy that. So that's what I'm saying. This feeling or happiness itself is kind of tricky. So how you define? Only thing everybody agrees like the chocolate chip cookie that everybody kind of likes. But there's the common like other than that. So what do you call I think everything boils down to the mind. Mind. Looks like there has to have purpose or meaning. Moment you start to see the meaning, then it's okay. Moment you start to see the meaning, well, of course, like meditating is not that. No, that's not the most comfortable position you sit. You basically usually lay down on a big sofa. That's how you like so relax, not like that. Or some people who meditate, the legs start hurt, but that person, it has meaning. It has meaning. It has purpose. That keeps that person's keep sitting there. They have purpose. It has deeper meaning than just pain. So same thing. When you have headache, for some people it has meaning. Some people it has zero meaning. There's no meaning. Then when you see like that, then maybe a person who sees zero meaning was harder to deal. Someone who sees meaning, much easier, mentally much easier to deal. So I think everything, yeah, that's true. Everything boils down on the mind. Basically, mind is the one who is doing everything, manifesting everything, mind. So anyway, so then one more stanza I would like to wish to use to share. Well, same master Shantideva, guide to Buddhist way of life, same master. Miki simje tana is mix your eye. If you look at someone with your eyes, miki simje tana ya. If you want to benefit, if you want to receive benefit, if you want to receive something, I think it's the best. If you're expecting something, wanting something, the best kind of mindset when you look at someone, miki simje tana ya, teda nila tene das. You could gain something. Look from based on that person's. From the Buddhist point of view, what kind of gain, what types of gain you are talking about? Yeah, in Buddhism, the gain is like very high, enlightenment, liberations. Migi simje tana tadani la tena da sanjin yindu. There is possibilities you could become enlightened if you look at that person honestly, sincerely, with loving kindness, compassion. There's differences. So Shantideva was very right. Master Shantideva was very right. The moment we look at someone with a negative mindset, you don't get any benefit. You could be monk, you could be nun, you could be like president, you could be like surgeon, you could be like all kind of professional, but you don't get any benefit. Doesn't get benefit. Whoever is doing this, whoever is looking at whoever with a negative mindset, you don't get any benefit. When you look at someone with a positive mindset, there's a possibility you could gain something. That's very true. That's very true. So, so now the question is, how come it's so hard? You think it's hard? No, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. So, yeah, between friendship, between like couples, like 100% trust and the less competitions, like, oh, the better than you, you do better than me. So then when you work together, they're trying to prove that who is better than who. Like that loving kindness, compassion, caring, respecting, these are very much needed in day-to-day life, in any circumstance. Talking, walking together, vacationing together, every occasion, this mental good quality is very much needed. Very much needed. I think, and so then I think life will be better off. Life will be much better off. So, so then otherwise, so like, what kind of method or mechanism that I should use to achieve happiness? What kind of mechanism? If that's not the mechanism, then what kind of mechanism I should use to achieve happiness? Okay, just think about that. So then we'll read. How much minute do you have?
Another half hour.
Then would you mind if I read little bit? This has been sitting there like last 2 months. So then please interact. Okay, please interact. So this is not from me. This is coming from, this is like input. You know. The question that I ask, how, you know, how to deal with heavy feeling, bad feeling. What do you do? You know, I didn't ask this question because there's nothing to say. There's so much to say. In Buddhism, you talk about purification practice. Please don't think that, oh, the Buddhism, they have nothing, no practice, no teaching how to deal with the bad feeling. No, no, there is tons of them. I just wondering, as a person, as a human, what do you do? When you feel bad, what do you do? I don't believe everybody do purification practice. How you deal? Maybe that's your way of dealing. Could be the American way of purifying difficulties. So that's why I asked. No? So the first one say cleaning. Cleaning. I'm not sure how many people agree with that. Cleaning. Yeah. So now, you know, let me make some input from the Buddhist, from Buddhist teachings. Cleaning. Every practice in Buddhism begin with cleaning environment. That's quite important, cleaning environment, regardless whether there's dust or not, clean environment. So now when you visit different temple in like India, Nepal, Tibetan Buddhist temple, looks clean because they do clean because that's what every meditation, spiritual practice must begin with cleaning the environment. What happened? There are multiple benefits. Okay, so based on your what you call input, then I'm putting a little more input there from the Buddhist. There are multiple things happening when you're cleaning. When you clean, when people walk in, first question: do you like to see clean environment? Yeah, we all do. No, nothing to blame. So they kind of please. They kind of please your mind. Wow, so clean. Kind of please your mind. So that is another positive karma you're creating. When people walk in, they say, wow, so clean, makes them, you know, happy. Practical. In the teaching, it says it creates the karma to be born in different realms. Different realms, some of them very clean. Buddhism, you talk about desire realm, formless realm, three realms. And we are the not only beings that's living in the planet, maybe who knows. Didn't like scientists talking about parallel universe? For Buddhism, it's nothing news. There's no news. It's nothing, oh, no, there's surprise, nothing surprise. You know. We talk about millions of universe in Buddhism. Talk about millions of universe. Yeah, maybe there's many things that we haven't developed that far to see. Yeah, human did make so much progress, seeing so many things under the ground, underneath the oceans. There's so many species that you are now start to see. 100, 200 years ago, you don't see any of them. There's no way to see. Maybe they're still probably, you know, parallel universe, what's it called, like, what they call then, like, you are here, then you are somewhere else. What they say? You, huh? No, you are in this universe, then you are in like another universe. You are physical, another universe. The kids now, the Giza's nephew started talking about that. I'm not sure where they get the idea.
An alternate
Yeah, alternate universe.
alternate universe.
You are like, yeah, when he said like, oh, you are in some other universe, I said, what do you mean I'm some other universe? So 16 years old boy is talking to me, Giza's nephew, says like, There's like a alternative universe. You are here, you are in some other universe. Somehow they are getting this idea. I'm not sure from where, from school or from where. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that replica of you living somewhere else. I'm not sure about that from the Buddhist teaching point of view. But there are multiple universe, multiple different types of human. We are not only human. There are maybe slowly, right now can prove. It's just reading. So anyway, so the cleaning also create the cause to be born. If there's a realms much cleaner, create a cause to be born. There are some then such as like pure land. So now, what kind of mindset, from the Buddhist point of view, you should have when you're cleaning, not just environment. Then you're looking. Oh, I'm a lot of issue with the jealousy. I get jealous so easily. So then when you see the dust, it's not just dust. There's jealousy. That's where you're cleaning. It's not just dust, it's the dust of jealousy. Then you think with that kind of mindset, you're cleaning. It helps. Somehow it helps. Somehow it helps. Okay, so that cleaning. Then the second one says, Rang Chikpo means by yourself. No, like I'm not sure. Be by yourself. I'm
Just
not
to,
sure
to
what
be by yourself and
what that
take a
means.
moment for yourself.
How you
be
do
alone.
that?
Like if I'm at a party, let's say, and there's so many people and so much chaos, then I go home and I just need some quiet time to myself. And that
Oh.
makes me feel better.
There's nothing much to input from the Buddhist point of view. So there's like, see, there's the way to deal. This is like all of these inputs, how to deal with
A heavy feeling.
So this all people's input, okay? Rangchi was the be, how is it, the Rangchi, being yourself,
Be by myself.
be by myself. So maybe there's not exactly from the Buddhist teaching point of view, there's some Tibetan expressions. There's some input from the Chibu did similar task. Being by yourself, what you should look, mind. When you're in the group, what you should look, not the mind, mouth. The express saying, otherwise you may end up saying, if you have a couple of shots, then maybe probably. Then Gawa Gomba, this is very good, rejoicing. Let's talk a little bit about that. So how you, please Linda explain anyone like maybe Venerable Tenzin Lama, Venerable Lama, elaborate a little bit about rejoice. Rejoice.
I heard Geshe-la,
Yes,
I
yes.
heard one Tibetan friend told me that the sense of rejoice in the Tibetan word carries the idea of being inspired, that it lifts your mind and helps you see things differently, more happily.
People can see. Turn. Yeah.
No, that's okay, Geshe-la.
Let's go there. She's my friend, nun from Virginia. So yeah. Yeah, Venerable Tenzin, please. Now people can see you.
Hi, everybody.
Chris, you can put it on speaker view.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Geshe-la, I asked a Tibetan friend who's a translator, because you hear all the time people get very casual about it, and you tell them something good happens to you and they go, "Oh, I rejoice," and it doesn't seem to have much meaning. So I asked a Tibetan translator to help me understand, and he said the deeper meaning is that I value what I see and it inspires me to do better myself, that's the sense of rejoicing.
Very good.
It's not just a simple feeling happy.
Mm. Very good. Any
Is
more?
that true?
Mm.
That the Tibetan word rejoice has the idea of being inspired?
Gawa. I think basically be happy. Be happy about. Be happy
happy.
about something positive. Makes sense? Be
Yes.
happy about.
Yes, Geshe-la, thank you.
Yeah, Gawa. Gawa literally means happy. Be happy about something positive. I think the why I asked to discuss this is very important. Uh, I think one of the easiest way to create a lot of merit to rejoice. So I'm not sure how you use this word in day-to-day life. How you use, yeah. Did we use that much, rejoice?
Usually when I hear it, I think about celebration.
Uh,
We're celebrating something.
oh, maybe that's also good word. Celebrating your 3 times good deed, celebrating somebody's good deed. Maybe that's not bad idea. So rejoice because 3 times goodness that you did. You just rejoice. It's not some of my friends, not here, but told her to rejoice. She's having hard time. Then she said, "Oh, I did it. I did it. No, I did this project. I did it." That's what she's thinking when I ask rejoice. She's thinking, "Oh, this like egotistic." And I said, "There's no like without ego, then nothing can be achieved." So because you are meditating because of your ego, so you want to achieve something. So the unreasonable, the ego is not good, but the ego is needed. So anyway, rejoice. 3 times merit that you create, you rejoice. And we are so good at revisiting what went wrong, what we did something wrong. We do, it's not like we never revisit. We revisit many occasions. But the question is how often you revisit good things. Meaning how often you think about the goodness that happened in your life and just say, oh, that was such a wonderful time. I'm very happy about that. That's kind of rejoicing that, so that's exactly what it means. Direct antidote, that's strictly from Buddhist teaching point of view, rejoicing is the direct antidote for jealousy. Jealousy, the rejoicing is the direct antidote for jealousy. Gaogomsa. So I'm not sure whoever that said like rejoice. I hope that's what that person means. Rejoice means like there's one way of dealing with the heavy negative feeling. Rejoice. Make sense? Mm. So then like interest. Another second one is called interest. Tonam. Tonam is interest. Interest.
Yeah, like doing a hobby, something that you're interested in,
Yeah.
art, reading, something like that, I guess.
So then the moving on, the second one, Dunga Sawal Tawa means looking at the root cause of suffering, looking at. So how you do that without, oh, sorry, maybe somewhere there, somebody want to say something? You want to say something? Yeah, listen. Sorry, because there's a number of people on YouTube and also
Okay,
Zoom,
sorry.
they want to hear.
I was gonna say gratitude, just to being thankful about what's going on good in your life instead of dwelling on
Oh, very good.
problems. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Gratitude. Oh, It's like the same as gratitude, the same as like rejoice. Yeah, maybe we use the word gratitude. That's better. Everybody understands. Rejoice, if this only refers to ceremony, that's not good. Celebration, if rejoice is only indicate for celebration, probably doesn't have to be celebration. I think for gratitude. Gratitude. So now the Dungang Tsao, the looking at the root cause of suffering, how you do that. So that's your input, not my input. I'm not sure you are like
Anyway.
somebody, I don't know. Looking at the root cause of suffering.
I mean, we can go back. I'll get you in a sec. We can go back to some of our teachings we've had and think about, anger anger and aversion, ignorance, attachment.
Yeah, I think looking at the root cause of our suffering requires analytical meditation, right? And so when we do analytical meditation, we're looking at, again, using your example with anger, right? We're looking at what is the cause of this anger, trying to understand, why am I angry? What is this? Is this just coming from me, or is this caused by someone else? Really looking at it, breaking it down to really understand, and then once you get the understanding, you once talked about meaning, right? Meaning means so much to us. Once we understand the meaning of something, then it helps us to get on board and begin to really begin to practice and really begin to work on that.
Oh, very good.
Yes, I think it requires analytical meditation to really get to the root cause of our suffering.
Wonderful. So they say, like, according to, this is there's something to contribute from, not something, there's a lot of things to contribute from the Buddha's teachings. My friend, when you go outside, there's like a painting there. It's called Wheel of Life. So when you look at that painting, there's in the middle of the painting, there's like 3 animals: pig, rooster, snake. And this is what is that Wheel of Life? That's life. Basically, there's no different. It's the art, like, so, in Tibetan art, so I'm going to waste your time a little bit. Tibetan art is not like different than modern art, Western art. Western art, you can input, you can put your own ideas. Like I met a lot of artists in probably 25, close to 30 years ago in Switzerland. In Switzerland, I met many artists. So I went many art events. So, but anyway, what I'm saying is like Western art, you can have your own opinions. Tibetan art, particularly, our Tibetan whole culture is rooted in Buddhism, whole culture. So art, the meaning is pretty much decided in the text. That art outside, when you see some like wrathful, like looking figure holding that wheel, that's actually called Lord of Death, called Yama. That's what it's called, for the sake of knowledge. Then the wheel, that's how this life get rebirth, then old, then get died, then again goes round. So the main engine of that is the middle, the called 3 poisons, what's called 3 poisons. So according to that art, anger, attachment is rooted in ignorance, not knowing. But that not knowing is kind of complicated. It's a different layers. Fundamental, the very subtle level, not knowing, that's like not knowing the nature of self. Nature of self. We have idea of how you represent yourself or just show ID. But actually, that's how they define you. That's how you define you. That's how we recognize you by a piece of paper at the airport that they think that's you. Actually, this is just not you. It's just part. So then, like we never analyze. And with notion of this, like self or John, or people call me John. When they call John, I say, yeah, what, like, sorry, so that remind me one story. One time the young guy ring my doorbell. I'm just doing my prayers inside the room. I open the door and say, what do you want? I don't mean like hers. Oh, I'm all here for peace. But the way I asked, I don't have it. I'm just wearing my robe. He got so scared. Like, then he say, sometimes tormai. As I'm Buddhist monk, so don't believe in killing. Then I told him, wait, I'll give you sparkling water. Weather is so hot, I give him sparkling water. I don't want him to get idea, this monk, I'm not a strange looking person, so angry. I'm not angry, but I don't know how to ask. I said, what do you want? He was so scared. So anyway, so that, like in middle, that's called snake represent anger, rooster represent attachment, pig represent ignorance. For Buddhism, that is the root of suffering. That's how you look at Indian. Here now say Dunga Sawata looking at the root of samsara. Through my some analysis, I realize anger is caused by attachment. Now you can analyze. Now, wanting something, then what you call aversion, that's also attachment. Aversion, different types of attachment. There's two types of attachment. So that's my conclusion, analyzing anger is caused by some degree of attachment. So, so then there's painting, the way they paint. They're supposed to paint. Correct way of painting is like snake and the rooster both coming out of pig's mouth. There's a correct way of painting. Sometimes now people, artists may have knowledge, may not have knowledge. So they paint one animal coming out, one animal's mouth. That's like incorrect way of painting. They should paint rooster and snake, both needs to come from pig's mouth. Not like rooster coming from pig's mouth, then then the snake coming from each other's mouth. So there's some painting I saw is like incorrect way of painting. Oh, this also for the sake of knowledge. Okay, just for the sake of knowledge. So that's what that it is looking in Buddhism. How you look at the root of samsara, root of suffering. Every monastery, Buddha suggests every monastery front porch, where every monk they come every day. They come into the temple. The Buddha suggests to paint that in the main entrance. Then there, every morning they can see. Then they look at the painting. Then there's explanations, detailed explanations. They look somehow motivate them to. You don't have to stay with this complication. You can get out. Work for liberations. Get out. There's a way to get out. So don't need to stuck there. Then you can stop that wheel. That wheel is like a water wheel. One goes down, comes up like this. That wheel can stop. If you look at the root in the middle, these are three poison. If you manage to eliminate the poison, the wheel will not turn. It will stop like that. Okay. So maybe time is now finished probably. So then before I stop, I'd like to a number of people like haven't been back here last 2 weeks. So then I want to thank from bottom of my heart all the people who volunteers here. And Monica husband, Greg, built this, outdoor when we do puja there. The Trina clean whole center outside. She said usually her husband does, so then this time husband no time, so then she sent company clean whole and many things. And as I said, very floor that we are enjoying was donated and by some lady, my friend. Now she's already passed away, and her brother did it, I think. So like that, So everything here. So this is not my center. You may think, oh, this is his center. It's not my center. It doesn't belong to me. I just come here, do my Mickey Mouse talk. That's finished. So then all the rest is run by the board. It's all volunteers. So just want to say again, thank you very much for all the volunteers, So when we come in here, everything looks clean, ready to sit, talk, bathrooms clean, everything, it's all done by voluntary. So, and we do need more young volunteers to step in. So then just want to say thank you from bottom of my heart. What I do, I pray every day, every single day I pray a couple of hours. And I think about all the people who's doing voluntary work, garden, everything around here. So I pray them their not long miserable life, long happy healthy life. I pray for them, okay? And I do till my last breath. Oh. And thank you very much. And today we have potluck, so they enjoy. All my friend on YouTube and Zoom. So sorry, you have to each time maybe when you have potluck, you have to visualize that you are eating the food. Maybe so. Okay.
So we'll do announcements real quick. So I'll start and oh man, I just had something and I forgot. Sorry, gosh. How about another announcements? Coco, did you want to announce something? And I think Rebecca has an announcement.
Mhm.
And then maybe I'll remember my announcement. Oh. Medicine Buddha Puja online is Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday. Puja. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, Susie. Elise isn't here this morning, so I told her, okay, yeah. I told Elise I would announce, or Elise asked me to announce this. So next Sunday, November 2nd, I believe, is an interfaith event. And there's a flyer on the other side of the wall here posted. But it starts at 4 o'clock on next Sunday. And it's not here, but it's offsite. It's at the anyway, it's there. The address is out there. I'm sorry. I'm not Elise, obviously. Okay, next up.
All right. I'll bring that for me. Okay. So this is my message from the Dharma shop. So I've been gone because I was out sick. So did you guys miss me? Okay, yeah. All right. So this is the last week that I'm going to do our featured products for the Dharma shop that I've been talking about this month. And then in November, we're going to have some new items in the Dharma shop. So please keep a lookout and I'll have some special items that I will be featuring for the month. But don't forget our double-sided window sticker for only $15. These are our prayer flags. Oh, money paid me home. And they are what? Do y'all remember? Double-sided. Who said yes? You get a thank you. All right. And we also have our guide to the Bodhisattva's way of life. Don't forget, you can pick up your copy here at the Dharma shop. Only how much? $20. There we go. Another thank you. Don't fret, everybody. These items will still be in the Dharma shop if you need to pick them up later. But just wanted to feature them. All right. And we've got the food bank. Don't forget, our food drive is still going on until November 16th. I had a great video that I stayed up until 11:30 last night working on. I think it should win an Oscar for best mini short documentary. But I didn't get it in on time, so we can't watch it. But I'll have it playing on my iPad out in the lobby for about 5 minutes before I have to leave early today. And hopefully I can show it in here tomorrow, next Sunday. But don't forget, November 16th, bring non-perishable items. We have a really good collection outside, but I know we can do more. Just a little extra can here or there, a little extra, I don't know, box of cereal or whatever you have around the house. And then our last one is the Tai Chi class.
All right. So hey everybody, my name is Rebecca Cooley. I'm going to be starting doing Tai Chi. It's a 3-class Tai Chi class while it's still warm. If we have inclement weather, we're going to do it indoors. So you don't ever have to wonder, are we still doing it? And yes, and I want to share that it's very, very, very beginner level. So if you've never done Tai Chi or you haven't done Tai Chi for 20 years, this is a good chance to come in and actually get a chance to learn at a very, very beginner level. Coco has not done it, so this is not what it looks like at all. But she's giving it a good shot. Yes, yes, yes. So if you're interested, the information and the link is on the website. You can also see me afterwards at the potluck. Again, Rebecca Cooley. And all 3 classes are included in the cost. Half of the proceeds from all Kadampa members will be going to the Kadampa Center. Have a great day. Yay! Thanks.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Anything else before we do prayers?
No. Okay.
Take it away, Donna.
Okay, in the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to the blue tab, page 246, and we'll say the dedication verses from Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. And on page 244, the long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. And on the following page, the prayer for Geshe-la's teacher, Khensa Rinpoche, the one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Avatari, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And inside the back cover, the prayer for the swift return of Chabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And inside the front cover, the prayer for Geshe Gelug's long life. Supreme Guide, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. A shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are a constant Dharma companion. Lama who has renounced fame, may you ever remain. And for Geshe Sangpo, you who have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart, you who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. Om Tare Tu Re So. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re So Ha.
Oh yeah, thank you. And the food offering, okay. Tumba lame sanje rumoje, choba lame tamche rumoje, tumba lame kunte rumoje, charne kuncho so. Enjoy. Bon appetit. Oh yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us online as well as in person. Thank you, Marcelo, for
Thank
translating.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.